Number 2.
Okay. So what would you title group number 2?
The way we were.
The way we
Are.
are?
Are. Were. Are.
Which one do you want to say?
That or it. This is the beginning. That's probably the best. This
Okay.
is the
So
beginning.
don't scratch it. Just put it, no. Just put it, no. Just put in parentheses. This is,
The
because
beginning.
anything that they tell us gives us insight,
Oh.
right? And so that was his original line of thinking. And so then the thing that he's modified it to is, what is it?
The progression.
No.
Oh,
This is the beginning.
this is the beginning.
Okay. Yep. And so then put number 1 so that you know that that's his top.
Yeah, I did up here.
Okay, sweet. Okay. Okay, and so what would your least important group, understanding that all of them are important, what would you say would be on your list of,
Group 3.
okay, so what is group 3's title? What's, what is
So.
so-so? All right, so what's so-so?
Just.
Would you take a class called so-so?
Yeah. Just to see what it is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So that's your group called so-so.
So.
Or iffy. You could call it iffy. I mean, it's, or I can't call it reflections because, or lost in thought. It could be lost in thought, and something like that. Because it's basically just pictures I took that are facing the house, or from my yard, for me just standing out there in La La Land, thinking, let's just take pictures. So.
Okay, that's fair. Give me your third group.
Which would be group 1.
Okay. And what would you call that?
Inspiration.
Inspiration.
Because part of this actually started over here. Because when they were building the garden, they dumped all the rock and dirt and crap because this was a empty lot.
Yep.
The house had been torn down, so they dumped it all on that property and carted it across the street and started the garden.
Okay. So, and then your group 4 would be what?
This one. Oh, the title.
Yes, the title.
The Big Finish.
So here's the last point that we'll do. Can you flip over your read off a group, Madison, and then he's going to give you the number for that group. Give you the number of frames that are in it.
Okay, so let's start off with the so-so group.
3. Is that, you want the numbers or
Yeah, read the numbers on the back of
Okay.
those pictures that are in group, the so-so group.
035, 022, and 034.
Okay, and then let's do number 4.
024, 0, well, this is the 120,
Okay, 120.
033, and 018.
Okay, let's do group number 2.
That would be this one. 025, 027, 031, 030, 028, 026, 015.
Okay, and then number 1.
049, 038, 048, 046, 037, and 011.
Okay. So now let's talk through your themes. And this is the part where I'm gonna go the first couple to show Madison
Okay.
how this goes. And what I want to do is I want to ask you your question. Why did you rank inspiration your third most important subject?
Most important or least important?
Well, it was your third most important. So first,
so-
second, third. Yeah,
okay.
it was your third in your grouping.
Subject matter,
Okay.
basically subject matter.
Okay. So let me ask this: what does inspiration like? Why did you call it inspiration? That group.
Um, I don't know, to be honest. It was more like, again, like just reflection, me standing out in the yard, or I was over at the garden, and again, it was just my mind wandering off, looking and remembering how it used to be, and because again, and thinking how are we going to change, what are we going to do, what's coming to pass for the next adventure, I guess.
So were you thinking of inspiration in terms of like the future, or were you looking at it from a spiritual standpoint?
Oh, there's no spiritual, no, nothing spiritual. It was just, again, it was just my mind wandering on probably how things, just how I've seen things, me, the properties, because it's my property. Because again, I was just out and about, and it's just a random picture that I was just thinking,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
just a random photograph. Like again, in the yard, just looking out at the church, because the church is in it, part of the garden.
Okay.
Just senior moment.
So when you say senior moment, what does that mean?
Just out snapping.
Okay.
They really have no meaning other than I took it, I see them, and reflecting back on, because this was all naked when I first did the property or got it, and then within the last 2 years, this is all, I built all this up, and then I built, and then the other part all got tore down from now with the water, because that's why it looks so bad. But it's evolving. It's just how things have evolved. Because this would have been the first one. I'd have been standing in the yard looking,
Okay.
and then I'd have been across the street looking at the property, and then I would have just moved off to this other side of the gate.
Okay.
And then there you see the cones and all that where they tore the side, you know, where they
Okay.
actually were still evolving,
Okay.
getting water and power and all that good stuff.
So, your number one group, what was your number one group? And the title on that group was what?
This is the beginning.
This is the beginning.
No, that's group 2.
Oh, that was, and your number one group?
This is number 1 group here. It's
Cause I thought number two.
Yeah, so your most important, but it was your most important group.
oh yeah, number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is that correct? Okay, good. Okay, so in your number one group, okay, we're gonna deal, well, your most important group,
Okay.
yes. So from this point on, what we'll do is we'll just refer to it by its title,
Okay.
okay? So we don't confuse anyone. So you have, how many pictures in that group?
7.
7. So that has the most pictures of any of your
Mhm.
groups. And what's the title, Madison?
This is the beginning.
So this is the beginning. So how does this is the beginning relate to the theme of revitalization and your community?
Because it is the beginning. It's got the original farmhouse.
Okay.
It's the original house in Perkins Addition.
Okay. So what would be the picture that represents, do all of them represent the original farmhouse, or is there one photograph that represents the original farmhouse?
Yeah.
Can you tell me the number?